Hi, Freddie. Very nice to meet you. So I wanted to talk to you, Freddie, about your original character. I really enjoyed the samples that you submitted. And if we can go look at the first frame and tell me a little bit about your original character and the character's origin.
Sí, pues más que nada mi personaje es una momia, despierta lleno de vendas y no sabe ni quién es ni recuerda nada. Le persigue una mafia que quiere conseguir algo de él que no sabe qué es.
His character is one man that one day wake up and he can't remember nothing. He looks like a mummy, and there is a mafia that wants something from him. He have to look.
And what are his powers?
He knows the original language of the world. He can say one word and one person or one element do what he wants.
Well, I like that it's a very dark character and that it's very mysterious. The colors and the palette are also very dark and very moody. And I think it really is great for a character such as this to have something a little scary. And the fact that he's digging into his heart, what does that symbolize?
The heart is, he has to discover herself. He has to make herself again, and it's like his feelings and all his life, and is this symbolized.
Can we go to the next frame? So this is great because I love how you have broken up the frame. He's clearly asking a question. He seems like he's in pain. And I think by fragmenting the frame as you did has sort of accentuated how much pain he's in.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much.
I love seeing when people draw characters that we at Warner Brothers work with. So I like when people make Batman, I like when people make Superman, but I also really love seeing original characters because I think it really tells us about sort of how the artist is thinking. And it's really fun to sort of make new stories with our characters, but it's also really cool to see new characters, their origin and their design. So I really like your, and I think it helps with the thought process. I also really think that your character designs are really cool.
Thank you very much. It's so for me.
Can we see the next frame? Do you like animation?
I love it. It's amazing for me.
Yeah, I can tell your inspiration comes also from animation. And being that I run Warner Brothers Animation, I like to look at stuff that feels sometimes a little bit like animation. So I can tell in your character designs and your colors that you also like cartoons. The framing that you're doing for this is square, so it's not a traditional comic book size. Is the framing for this for digital? Like, what was the comic?
At the origin, it will be a book, and it will be on digital too. And he likes to work more a lot with the storyboards and having all in the same page. And in this book, he tries to make this thing, this idea in every page that he makes.
There's a lot in the big frame in the middle. There's a lot of empty space that's happening there, and that maybe you could have sort of moved some of the characters around a little bit more to maybe filled up some of that space. I also like that you have the foreground of the fingers of the guy here in the foreground, and then you can see all the way back behind the hallway, behind the door. So I think you're having some good foreground, middle ground, and background, which is great. Makes the world feel big.
Muchas gracias.
Next. This is my favorite frame of your story.
Yeah? Hey, thanks.
Can you tell me about what's happening in this frame with the discs and his feet?
He wake up and he exit the house, and he starts, he breaks a wall and he calls with the original language. He calls the air, and the air comes to him, and he can walk on the air because of his superpowers.
Very cool. I love how the curvature of the buildings frames our hero, and it also feels very animated. So someone who works on many Batman animated shows, it has a very Batman feel.
He loves Batman. Batman is his favorite character. And these buildings in the Batman animation series is an idea that he always have in his
Yeah, I can tell. I can see the influence. It's very cool. Is there another frame? So tell me what's happening here.
There is the mafia that they are attacking a cop, and he saw this and he wants to help the cop, and it's where everything starts.
The one thing that I see that is that the frame is too close to his hat. So when the frame is touching the hat, that's no good. You don't want to do that in the future. It's too close, and it but otherwise, I think it's really good. I like how the color down on the bottom is coming up from the streets. And again, I'm a sucker for animated style, so I love the animation style.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much.
You know, I think you should keep at it because I think your stuff is great. I think also you should consider maybe going into storyboarding for animation, if not just doing comics, because I think you have a good style, and you clearly like animation, as do I.
Muchas gracias.
You should also considering, have you ever thought of pitching it as an animated short, or trying to do something as animation, or do you like it to stay as a comic?
Yeah, he likes the animation and the comic, and he wants to try a little bit of animation and working both sides.
Very good. Well, a real pleasure meeting you, and I really enjoyed looking at your original character.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.